Okay, this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you'll find all the news and reviews and pop culture that's right to type. Today's top story. The New York Attorney General's office announced that it is expanding a civil inquiry against the former president, Donald Trump.
Who?
Well, it's against Trump's commercial empire into a criminal investigation.
What, you mean he's shady?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hear that they're looking into the assets of the CEO of said empire.
Right. Who is that again?
I forget what his name is, but every picture with him, Trump, and Don Jr. in it, he looks so shady. He looks shisty. Yeah. So he fits right in. Guilty.
Listen.
Until proven innocent.
Until proven, yeah, we're just it's innocent until proven guilty, and we just got to let everything play out. But I think it's interesting. It's not interesting. How about that?
I agree.
Yeah, I got a prediction to make. Trump won't do any time.
Yeah, you know how it is. The good die young.
He's got like Count Dooku running his company. He's going to go down for it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Somebody else.
The Emperor doesn't get any wrath until the 9th fucking sequel.
Until Eric comes and says, "No!" It was Eric the whole time. I'm sorry.
Not even Don Jr., huh?
No,
right.
That's Vader.
Gotcha.
All right, Tesla has over 10,000 electric cars on containment hold at its Fremont factory and is unable to deliver them to consumers. It'll almost certainly result in a logistical disaster at the conclusion of the quarter. Since then, the car maker has had a history of having challenging end-of-quarter periods in which it tries to deliver as many automobiles as possible from the plant to consumers in order to keep inventory low.
Another shyster.
Well, you know, it's funny too because I was watching the UFC fights, and after the guy won his fight, and they were doing the post-fight interview.
He won a Tesla.
He was like Elon Musk, where's my wife's car? Because there's supposed to be coming in.
It's on the back order. What do you do?
You pay a pretty penny
That's
for these cars.
I don't care about Tesla. It's like there's a lot of people who are struggling paying gas for their commute to work.
Right.
They're the ones who can't afford Teslas. It's people who can afford the gas, probably don't work, and they're the ones buying the Teslas. So screw Tesla. Well, until they lower their prices, they can. I'm not even gonna say.
Eat a dick.
Yeah.
Eat a bag of dicks until they can lower their prices and let the average consumer drive those cars.
I wonder what people think are like. These guys are all over the place.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This isn't a political thing as much as it is
it's an elitist thing.
An elitist thing. Yeah. Hey.
I don't even want.
Let them eat cake.
I don't want a Tesla at all. I drive a Camaro. Gas.
I'm telling you. I also
even
drive.
hybrids are up there in price. It's like the people who really need these cars are not getting them. The people who absolutely do not need these cars, can afford the gas, are the ones buying them up. So screw them both.
We've got plenty of gas, plenty of oil. Resources aren't going to run out for hell long. We've got plenty of time.
Plenty of oil. I'm just saying, look at the gas prices.
No, man. everything is topsy-turvy.
Hey, it's always been coming to an end. My mom was talking about the end times since I was a goddamn kid. She died before the fucking end times came. So what am I supposed to do?
My mama made me think that
it was going to be the next day. The rapture is coming.
The rapture is coming. I'm like, I hope not. I'm about to watch.
I'm saying, I'm trying to watch this show. I'm trying to watch this porn. I'm trying to rub one out. No, last thing I was going to say is I have an Impala that has it has two types of fuel. It can take regular fuel, and it can take that other fuel that you never get. It's a lot cheaper, but it burns so fast. I remember filling up my tank, and I was like, holy shit, this is cheap. And then the next thing I know, one trip to San Francisco and back, I'm like at a quarter of a tank, when that would have lasted it should have been like a quarter of a tank. It was crazy. I don't even know what the hell that name of that shit is. I don't use it. Anyway, Tom Cruise made headlines at the end of last year after leaked audio from the set appeared to show him verbally attacking several crew members who were apparently standing too close together for coronavirus protocols. However, Tom Cruise has now spoken publicly about the recording. He's the one who said what we heard, and he stands by everything he said. He was right. I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it too. And they tried to liken it to the Christian Bale rant. I think that's when they were recording it. They're like, oh, man, he about to just commit career suicide. Yeah, but think about Tom Cruise, man. There's no such thing as career suicide for that guy.
Hell no.
He can jump up and down on the couch. He can rant. He can give back all his Golden Globes and says until there's some more diversity in the Golden Globes.
Man, he's doing all the right things.
He's doing things.
And I'm on the phone from morning to night talking to people about Deep U Floyd.
I'm rewatching Tropic Thunder right now just so when I watch that scene. Wait. Who's the key grip? You? Punch him in the face.
Good stuff. Ooh, I couldn't make that
scorched earth, motherfucker.
You guys will not believe this, but I had no idea he went on a rant. Nor did I have any idea Christian Bale went on a rant.
You ever heard of Christian Bale's rant?
I know.
We're
Christian
watching
Bale
that after this.
I didn't know he ranted.
That was like Terminator Salvation.
Yeah,
I didn't know when that movie came out. It came out and left the theaters before I even realized.
It was 2008, but it wasn't on the screen. The rant was behind the scenes.
I know.
When he went off on someone. Unwarranted, some would say.
Speaking of rants, this week's review, Those Who Wish Me Dead. Hannah, played by the beautiful Angelina Jolie,
They're looking quite young,
is a smoke jumper. Now, before I go on with the rest of my review, every movie that I've seen that has to do with a smoke jumper,
which is one other movie,
is terrible. No.
There's two.
There was the wrestler
one with Brian.
No. There was Howie Long.
Howie Long. There you go.
Yeah. And John Cena did one.
Yeah.
And it was like, listen, nobody cares
about people jumping out of helicopters to fight fires. It's a noble profession.
So Jolie is a smoke jumper perched in a watchtower high over the Montana wilderness. Again, nobody cares. And reeling from the loss of 3 lives, in the remote forest, she meets Connor, a skittish boy who is bloody, traumatized, and on the run. Hannah is unaware of the true dangers that await him. Yes, as she attempts to get him to safety. 2 ruthless killers, again, played by Littlefinger and the Beast from X-Men New Class.
Oh,
yeah, the cast was actually pretty decent. They're on the hunt for Connor, and a raging fire is consuming everything in his path.
The whole time I was watching this 2.5-3 minute trailer, I was like, that looks like Angelina Jolie, but that could not be Angelina Jolie.
All right, I'm going to start this off. The cast, it was a very good-looking, attractive cast, had a bunch of good actors who can really act
already
in it. Now, you got Angelina Jolie playing Hannah, who's like the every woman character. Yeah. She could sit and crack a beer with the guys and hang out. You know who doesn't look like that? Angelina Jolie. Yeah.
No,
I think she's a great.
That's like when Emily Blunt played the FBI agent. They said she's been kicking in doors for years. Like she couldn't kick in that door if it was a wet paper bag.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. The funny thing is, Angelina Jolie has played a badass thing where you kind of believe that she's kicking people's ass.
Salt.
You know what? You don't believe? She can kick back a beer, hang out with some dudes, and be like, "Yeah, let's go have some fun." And it's like, nah, you seem a little too regal. Like, I feel like
a little bit.
Yeah.
I actually liked the movie. I didn't think it was that bad. It was entertaining.
No, it wasn't.
It just. The plot had a huge missing piece that annoyed me to the very end. I'm like, it's the end of the movie. You're not going to tell me, you son of a bitch.
Like, why are we doing this?
Why is this happening?
And why is this happening?
That's spoiler alert.
And spoiler alert. All right,
You're spoiling what's not in there.
Okay, how about this? I'm going to spoil this. For some reason, Tyler Perry shows up in the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But if you look at the movie, what it
Angela is just an Angelina Jolie fan. She was like, I'll watch Angelina Jolie like read the newspaper. And I was like, we were watching it and I was like, hey, this is bad. Hey,
it wasn't that bad.
This is time.
It was a cheap action movie, cheap thrills.
I like those.
If you're looking for depth, go somewhere else.
John Barenthal, you know, that opening scene where he was like, hey, don't you guys do anything? And it's like, all right, he's the cop. Mm-hmm. You know, the cops and the fire department always have a little thing. Heads. But see, these are the smoke jumpers and the sheriff, so they can pal around, but they're still like the thing. And they end up doing the damn thing anyway. And he's like, man, what is it? And then, of course, the backstory is that's his ex-girlfriend.
Of course.
And then he has this inappropriately aged wife who seems to be older than him.
All right, so wait,
6 months pregnant. and I'm like,
So watch it or don't watch it.
I'd say if you like,
you recommend. I just watch things and be like, nah, man.
If you like like action films,
I do.
Then I'd say it's worth a watch. If you don't particularly like shallow action movies, you're gonna hate this movie.
Oh.
But I like shallow action movies. They're fun to watch.
Wait till you see my review.
What does JB remember this week?
This week, JB remembers the Super Friends.
Hey!
Oh, that music is so good. That was when
Aqua powers.
All right, 1973, it debuted on ABC as its Saturday morning cartoon lineup. It was based on the Justice League. It featured Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman and Robin,
And
Aquaman, and the sidekicks to all of them, Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog. And what was Wonder Dog's great special superpower? He wore a cape.
Yeah, right.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That made him wonderful, though.
Marvin? Who was Marvin?
I accidentally shot Marvin in the face.
In 1977, they introduced the Super Friends Hour.
Yeah.
This time they brought in the Wonder Twins, Zan and Jaina, and their monkey Gleek. Mm-hmm. And they dropped Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog.
Yeah.
Took him to the pound.
Good.
1978 to 79, we have Challenge of Super Friends, my personal favorite.
That. Yeah.
That's when they brought in the Legion of Doom and one of the best villain lineups I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Anywhere. This time they brought in the Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkman, and 3 characters were created by Hanna-Barbera themselves: Black Vulcan, Apache Chief, and Samurai.
Kazuma di Hayaku.
Apache!
Black Vulcan.
What was it? It says when Apache Chief says the Indian word for giant, and then he'd say whatever he'd say, and he'd grow
big.
He was
One of my favorite episodes was when they went head up against the Legion of Doom, and everyone had their perfect rival that they were fighting against.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that episode.
I love it. And believe it or not, the Wizard of Oz episode where
that was
the
good.
3 of them, one was turned into Straw Man,
Right.
Tin Man, and Dorothy, and they
Never saw
that
it.
was a Toy Man, I believe, set that one up.
Yeah, I definitely remember.
They had some excellent villains. Villains make the hero, man.
Agreed.
1982, they continued making new episodes until 1982. Then they started showing reruns, and the rest is history, because I'm sure on some obscure channel somewhere on Saturday morning, you can catch Super Friends.
And I bet the Superpowers collection somehow sprung forth
For
from
some
this.
reason, I remember the Joker not being in the Legion of Doom, or at least not in the first iteration.
Well, at the time Super Friends was out, Batman had his own cartoon, and he teamed up with Tarzan, which was
Which was
the
weird.
comic character Tarzan belonged to DC. They had the Batman Tarzan Adventure Hour.
Yes.
And the Joker
And Lone
was
Ranger.
frequently in fighting Batman.
But I do, in Super Friends. But then Batman
But you
was
had-
also in Super Friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
And teaming up with Scooby-Doo and all kind of stuff.
he didn't team up with
Also
the Joker.
unrelated.
Also, you know what I'm saying? But definitely I remember
Yeah.
Super Friends and the music and of
Oh.
course, and I always remember thinking that Black Manta was black. And
Well, he was in the movie.
He never took his helmet off. I
Right,
never
but
you
gave it a
just-
second thought.
If you got black in your name,
All right.
you're black.
He was
Pretty
just
much.
Black Man. That's the first time.
Hey,
ever-
look, it's Black Falcon. Are you saying I'm Black Falcon because I'm black? They were like, yeah.
No, that's actually, I love Black Man, and that was actually the first time I'd ever seen him was on Super Challenge.
yeah,
Challenge
same
of
here.
Super Friends.
Right.
And I actually started looking into Aquaman comics after I was
And
motivated.
I was just gonna say, then when it came to the animated series, he took his helmet off and he was black, and we were like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I knew he was black."
Yeah, not the same with Snake Eyes though. Oh, also, I loved their the villain base. It looked like Vader's helmet.
Oh, yeah. You know, they had a significant problem with their base. Where did they park? It comes out of the water
yeah.
in the middle of a swamp. Yeah, my apartment has bad parking, but Legion of Doom, you will not find a spot within miles of their headquarters.
That's right. You're not supposed to. That's why we're the bad guys.
Yeah. Like,
find your own parking.
Well, this week, Ralphie D recommends a new movie made by a director who's been trying to make his version of Pulp Fiction, in my opinion, for the past 30 some odd years. Wrath of Man by Guy Ritchie. This movie, starring Jason Statham and others, follows H. That's the name that Jason Statham has. His name is H.
It's like the letter H.
The letter H. And someone gives him the name. It's a funny scene.
What was the other guy's nickname? He had like the stupidest nickname on earth.
Oh, Bullet.
No, not Bullet.
Hollow Bob.
No.
Boy Sweat Dave.
Boy Sweat Dave. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but played by Josh Hartnett. I know you love Josh Hartnett.
Oh, wow, he's working?
Yeah. Josh Hartnett, working hard, too.
I ain't seen Josh Hartnett.
You know who else you haven't seen?
Sin City.
You know who else you haven't seen? Andy Garcia, also in this movie, playing an agent. Also, Jeffrey Donovan. Yeah. Looking old, man. I almost didn't recognize him. But, still giving you that...
what was it? The Oceans movie was the last thing he was in?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Possibly.
I'm not trying to hide.
Anyway, H is a cold, mysterious character working at a cash truck company responsible for moving hundreds of millions of dollars around Los Angeles each week. I don't think they filmed it largely in Los Angeles, but they do have some beautiful shots of LA. I don't know if, it's largely unsubstantiated.
It came out in the theaters, right?
Yeah, it was out in the theater. That's why I'm recommending it. Please, just go see a movie. It cost me 50 cents. I liked it. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
It cost us $1 between us to watch it, and we enjoyed it. It was 2 hours. Get out the house, go watch a movie with 8 other people, and have a good time. And I'm Ralphie D, and that's news to me.
I'm Kawada Kurt. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
You want to try that again?
Nope.
We like to hear what you think. Leave us a comment down below and let your opinion be heard.
And if you actually watch to the end of this, you will. If you like this video, please check out other videos on our channel. And if you're looking for great food and even better relationship advice, please check out my little sis and the beautiful ladies of Dining with Nadiva.
I'm JB. I like to give a shout out to my man
AM
and Comics Most Wanted. Like him, follow him, subscribe. And this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you hear it first. Actually, I'll say it.
Wow.
We're back. I'm black. You're mad. I'm mad.
Adonis, pull yourself together.